Hey guys, welcome to my Twitch channel. My name's Christy, and I am part of Junk Journal Boss with two of my kids, and we make folios and sell them in our Etsy shop. And also, I do videos, or I do live streams here every Wednesday at 3. And we just came from the YouTube channel, and I go live there at 2. So what's happening today is that I am putting together our latest release, and it's the Tarot Journal. And so what we did on YouTube, if you want to go back and see it, is we built the, sorry for some of the wonky printing, that's my fault, not the product. But what we were doing was just building the junk journal, the folio itself. And after that, what we're going to do is we are going to add our embellishments and maybe do a reading if there's time. For me, a reading on me. And you guys are going to help me. So anyway, let's see. Say hey if you can hear me. And I don't know how to get to my channel here. All right. I am getting there. Okay. Hey, Shikor. I don't know how to say that. Shikor we. Anyways, if I butchered that, please tell me how to say that. Welcome everyone else. If you are, I see a couple more came in. Can you please just say hey and let me know if you can hear me, if the sound is fine. And so first what I want to do is I want to thank my patrons. Oh, Shelly, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. I'm so glad you're here. I've missed you a lot. And yeah, I think of you often. Okay, so the first thing I am going to be doing is thanking my dragonflies, which are my top tier patrons. And I just want to say everybody's name and just give them a shout out, because these are my awesome people that support me, and I'm just so grateful for them. And so we've got Mary Reynolds, Dawn, Holly Spink, Melissa, Michelle, Darla, and Tammy. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate that. So let me get back to... All right. Hey, Ezra. Shelly, this is Ezra. Ezra, this is my friend Shelly. Ezra's my youngest son. All right, so here we are. I've got this. And so we've already built this, and like I was saying before, you know, we have this, I have these pages, but they're printed kind of wonky because of my printer. And so, but I just wanted to put it together to show you guys what is actually in here. And we are going to do a few corrections, but you can buy this, this set now. And Ezra, you can drop the link if you'd like. Not if you'd like, but if you would. And so yeah, this set combines flowers and the moon and stars and the sun, and I think it's just fabulous. I love it so much. So if you go and get it, then we will, when we make corrections, and it's going to happen pretty quick, will give you the opportunity to download that too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be okay. Yeah. If you don't use double-sided printing, you're just going to cut these pages out. But for those of you that want to double-side print, yeah, we're going to need to fix that. And also we might need to create a way to have actually this whole page together, you know, the monthly readings and the daily readings and stuff like that. But you know, don't worry, if you can't live without it today, go ahead and get it, and then we will within a few days we will be updating it, and then you will be able to download that. Okay, so here we are. So this particular set came with an extension, and I don't think I have that right here because I didn't plan on doing the extension, because I had like a weird page here because I was doing double-sided printing. I had a weird page here, so what I wanted to do was to go ahead and just put envelopes and not envelopes, pockets right here in the center. And I love how this looks with them both facing each other. And so the way these are designed is to score these. And I wish there was a great way to tell you how to score these, you know, on the back side, because it really does work better. But right, for now, I'm scoring on the front side. And then, and really it's much easier because you have these lines here, you know, the lines from the actual pocket, and you can, Bella's dreaming. Can you guys hear her? So yeah, those lines are there. It's this, the score is going to be right on the edge of this pocket. So let's see. I wish this chat would tell me when people came in here. That would be great, because I'd like to say hi. If you're there and I haven't said hi to you yet, drop your name in the chat and I will say hi to you. All right. And so I'm just going to add this guy right here. So you might notice that, and I pointed out a few that mistakes that I made. Okay, and so mistakes happen a lot, you know, in any time I'm making a junk journal. There's a lot of mistakes, but my junk journals end up looking really nice, and my folios end up looking nice because I cover that stuff up, you know. And there's a lot of ways to do that. Like right now, I had to cut this down a little bit, and so I have this edge right here, and now it looks weird. So I'm going to need to do something to cover that up. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm not going to stress about it because it's just not worth the stress of trying to get things perfect, you know? I'm actually going to see if this would be a good fit, actually. So I'm getting a brainstorm, guys. At least it's not a brain fart, which I do have quite often. When I trail off and don't finish my sentence, that's when that happens. So I have this page, and it doesn't have the edge there. And so what I can do is just add something here, one of these bookmarks, not quite long enough, but I know that something will come to me. as I'm thinking about it. But anyway, I'm kind of reluctant to put the other one in because I'm not sure that that is going to look right if I put something like this and then this over it. I don't know about that. So anyway, if you guys want to take part in the chat, you can make a Twitch account real quick. Is it quick, Ezra? And hop in and meet us here every Wednesday at 3, and then you can be in the chat too, since you'll have an account. Super cool. All right. So okay, cool. So let me just show you how I built it in the first place. So this is the back. I guess it's the back. And here's the front. I know it's really, it's pretty plain, but you can add any of this ephemera to the front of it to decorate it a little bit if you want to. And so I added magnets so it would stay closed, and it is. And then we have a place to put your name, birth date, sun, moon, rising, and birth cards. And I'm new, just so you know, I'm new with tarot. Ezra's more experienced than I am, but I wanted to put this together because I think it's a really fun journal. So anyway, some of the pages printed weird on my particular printer. Doesn't mean that will happen on yours. But there's all kinds of different pages here that can be used for readings and notes and things like that. So Ezra also included a few different spreads, and there is, let's see, these are out of order. I think I put them out of order. But anyway, there's a cycle spread, which is 4 cards. There's a Celtic cross, which is 10 cards, it looks like. And there's a 2-card spread. And then, good morning, Bella. And then there's a single card check-in, like a daily. And then a Hello New Deck spread, which looks kind of like a Christmas tree. And then 3-card spreads. And I did a few of these, not these particular ones, because there's just a jillion of different spreads you can do out there. You can look on the internet if you want to. But I did a 6-card spread, and I did 3 of them this morning just to kind of familiarize myself with what the cards meant and things like that, and to also get a reading. And so that was fun. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just start doing this. All of the scoring. And I think there's just one more pocket, if only. Here it is. Okay. All right. Let me get back to my page, and there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and fold this, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to welcome you. There's Ezra, and there's 4 other people watching, and I just want to say welcome to you. And I'm glad that you're here, and I hope that you will find this fun and interesting. And this set comes with quite a few pages. I think it's like 33, right, Ezra? And yeah, it's pretty big. And it was just released today, in case you didn't know. I think I did that score just a little bit off. That's okay. So I think for fun, I'm going to put one on the front here, just to give it a little, oops, a little interest on the outside. Oh, 24. Okay. Ezra always makes the big ass ones. So those really big ones that are in our shop, those are Ezra's, and you know, Ezra's designs are just, they're so good. So worth getting into. All right, so I've got a few other little things here, and I'm sorry that I keep hitting that. Okay, so I'm gonna use my crocodile on this, and I got these thick eyelets, and I think they're really cool. So I don't see that I have any gold. I do have like a brass type, so I think oh, here's one gold. Yeah, I can probably use that. And then I'll use, oh, there's not two pieces to these, sorry. I was thinking of something else. And so I'm going to go ahead and just poke a hole. There's a better way to do this. I'm just not doing it. And why, you ask? Because I don't want to. So let's see. Let me pop this into here. And then I am going to use my crocodile to close it. Right? That's really cool. I love the way this looks. And on the back it doesn't look too bad either. Sometimes with my smaller eyelets, I end up getting a really wonky result in the back, and so these look really cool. I don't even know if these are a thing anymore. I bought these at a yard sale in a big old set, you know, and the only thing that was taken out of it was the actual crocodile and everything else was still there. And so yeah, I really like all of these old pieces that are I don't even know if they exist anymore. So I'm going to put these guys in here, and you can leave them. I don't know how I'm going to leave them. I'm probably, if I add some ribbon or something, I'm going to leave them out like this. But that doesn't have to be. That can be something different if you want. So some of these, so I usually print my pages on like 32-pound paper, which is really, really helpful. It's not like copy paper, you know. It's expensive, but it's worth it. And yeah, for sure worth it. I think maybe I'll go ahead and put this back here and not facing the other one. And then I can add things like bookmarks and other things that are kind of big, you know. This one. I'm not exactly sure where my scissors are. Oh, here they are. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this straight and then use a corner rounder on this because it's easier than whenever I try to go around the corners on these, I always make at least one corner kind of wonky, so I'm going to use the corner rounder and see what we can get. Yeah, that looks good. And there. Okay, so this would be a good candidate for this pocket. And you know, anything else that's large. I have it. The set comes with 2 more bookmarks and some other ephemera, some of which I've already put in. And so this is just the getting started part, you know, guys, because putting together all the paper things is cool, but it's actually in the embellishment, you know, with your, you know, funky ribbon and your different kinds of papers maybe, or, you know, maybe you have other like pictures out of books, you know, that are along the lines of this or whatever, you know. And so you just build on it and build on it until you have it the way you want it. And so there we go. There's our bookmarks in there. And what I will do to make sure that my bookmarks don't fall out is I'm going to just put a paper clip there. And so there's that. And then over here, I could put this. I need a place to put this. And so this might be where I do it. Because I usually when I embellish, I really want to put all of the embellishments, well, most of them, especially the ones that are going to be, you know, have things put, put in them. I want it to be on a piece of cardstock. So I think I'll go ahead and put this one up here because I have a little plan. So whenever I make these, and this one here has been made out of you know, just like Epson matte photo paper for the cover and the embellishments, or printed on, I should say, not made out of. And also Koala brand 32-pound double-sided matte photo paper. And so I find that doing some of the pages on cardstock, some of the pages on cover stock or matte photo paper or a 32-pound paper works really well. And 32-pound paper can be pretty pricey. So don't let that be your, like when you're, when you're just starting to print something, maybe test it on your regular printer paper first. I'm just gonna leave them like this because when I'm ready to use them, I will cut the sides off. Okay, let's put our stuff back in. Also, the way I added this signature was I just used elastic thread, and that way I like doing it that way because I like to be able to take this out if I want to. But I'm not going to take it out right now because I actually didn't bind it at all. It only works really well to take it out and put it in if you bind it. But I mean, most people that watch my videos have learned how to bind and the various ways that I do that. If you are one that has not watched me bind a page before, or a signature before, feel free to give me a shout out and I'll do it. All right, so let's let that stick out. It got thick again. So I used a 1 by 10 millimeter magnet here, and I feel like it's a little too small for a junk journal or a folio with a lot of pages. So if you like to use magnets, it might be better, it probably will be better to do it, to use like wider magnets. It can still be like 1 millimeter, but just make them wider, like maybe 20 millimeters or something like that. I don't really know how the sizes go, but I'm assuming they probably have a 20 millimeter magnet like that. Okay, so because I don't have a good closure, I am going to grab something to make a closure. I am like trapped here. All right, so we'll just use something like this. It's kind of wild for this. Let's see. I don't know, maybe I'll hate this. I don't know. Let me see something else. I think just this gold color is just kind of crazy, so maybe I just need black, and so that's what I'll do. Find the black. And so here I've got satin ribbon. It's double-sided, and it's super sleek, you guys. And I am not going to glue it onto the back of this because I don't want to cover that. I want to, if I want to look at the cover, I want to keep it open to do that. And so there's a lot of ways you can make a closure, but this is the easiest to me, is just to use a ribbon, like a pretty ribbon, because no matter what, pretty satin ribbon always looks special. So let's see, Oh, not enough slack on that side, I think. All right. Okay. This is really slippery. I forgot about that. That satin ribbon is super slippery. So we're just going to have to do the bunny ears. And then hope nothing slips out. All right, so let's fix our ribbon a little bit. I don't even know where the end of the other one is. Okay. That, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to make sure to tie it at the same length, but for some reason, you know, no matter how hard you try, you know, sometimes the ribbon just doesn't do what we want. But I am going to try to force it to do my bidding. All right, there we go. So here's a really cute little ribbon on there. You can, let's see, yeah. So it's not glued on anywhere, so you can actually just slip it off if you want to, and then put it back on, or you can untie it and tie it back up. Okay, so now it's 3:30 and I got about 30 minutes. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Yeah, I still have my tarot deck that you gave me in the fabric that you had it in. All right, so I'm going to be back in just a moment because I want to go get my cards and do a little reading. And I need to get my book because, you guys, to be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I do enjoy learning about it. So anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Cool, Shelley. I would love to hear from you. That'd be great. And I'm glad that you were here. Okay, guys, so let's see. These are my two decks. This one is wrapped in this really pretty fabric, and I don't really know why that is. So Ezra, maybe you can tell me why, or tell all of us why we wrap it like this. Okay, so okay, yeah, so this is like a really cool deck. I forget what it's called. I do have it in my Labyrinthos book, but all of the cards look quite different than the writer, and I'm here for it. really cool. I love that it's so colorful, and but I also love the tradition of the Rider Tarot deck, or the Rider deck. But I kind of just like, you know, I don't know, I like them both. So you see the difference between the art and so that's really cool. And I'm going to grab my Labyrinthos book so I could get the title of this. I think this is the book that I have it in. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, that's interesting. So this is the Labyrinthos workbook, and basically what what you do. This is Ezra got this for me. What you're doing is going through all the different cards and you know, writing down different things and the way the cards speak to you and all that kind of stuff. And so when I use these cards, I use them to kind of draw my intuition out, you know, to the forefront. Like what's, and the way that works is that I will look at the cards, and each card has meaning, and then I will, and I'm sure that everybody else does this too, but then I'll look at the meaning. I'll ask a question, and I'll look at the, I'm sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'll just do it in a minute. But this deck is called Del Fuego, and it is so cool. So I'm going to use this deck today. There's a lot of ways to do this, and it's really sort of, you know, once you know what the cards mean and stuff, you know, you just kind of do it the way that you do it. I am not aware if there is any right or wrong way to do this, but yeah. So you just want to do some shuffling, pretty good shuffling. Yeah, it is really cool. I love it. It's just weird and almost kind of alien. All right, so this is the one I learned, and so if I'm doing it wrong or something, you know, somebody say. But for now, I'm going to just you know, when I learned this, I learned that to ask, instead of asking a question, because that's what I used to do, and I'm pretty sure that you could do that, but for me it works easier if I just say, what do I want to know about, you know, or something. So what I want to know about is, let's see, because I did work, health, and something else. And so what I want to know now is, give me an idea, Ezra, because I feel like those are the two glaring things in my head. Let's see. And I'll think about it. I don't know if it's okay to do a to do a second one on work, I guess, or whatever. So maybe what I'll do is I will just, okay. So what do I want to know about the future? That's really broad, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to just take them right off the top and do this. And I'm not going to do upside downs. I'm just going to, because I'm just learning, and I don't know, somebody said that. So anyway, this set is going to represent what is happening in the environment, and I'm taking that to mean the environment of the future, let's just say. I don't know how that works, but we're gonna see. And then this is what are the obstacles, and this one is what is the probable outcome, expected outcome. No, I think it's more like a probable outcome. And so I'm going to go ahead and do it, and Ezra, you help me along a little bit and point out stuff that I could be looking at. All right, so I'm going to pull these apart, and I am going to do this set first, and I got 2 of Wands and 10 of Swords. So according to my research, the meanings of Wands is activity. Do you agree, Ezra? And Swords is thoughts and what I'm thinking. So Wands could also be like what I'm doing or whatever. So the way I'm learning it is that each card, this is interesting. I find this really interesting. So when you have a card, okay, these ones that have numbers on them, starting from the ace, is a progression, or actually it's the beginning of something, and then 2 to 10 is the progression of that thing. And so like there's I guess it's kind of like there's a start and a finish in that whole 1 through 10. Does that sound right, Ezra? And so I found that in researching that different people have different interpretations, but they're all generally about the same. So I've got a 2 of Wands, and what my book is telling me, my notes are telling me, is that 2 is about partnerships, and the 2 of Wands. So what I'm doing in a relationship, basically, or in my partnership, or whatever. It could be, I guess, my relationship, but that's not what I asked about. So this is what's happening now. And so 10 is completion, closure, exits, and Swords is thoughts and what I'm thinking. So I think it's hard to think about what these mean for me right now, but what I'm saying is that I've got partnerships, flow, and duplicity. Do you? Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you. So maybe what do these mean, Ezra, to you? I know the basic meaning, but what are you seeing? Because I am seeing that, okay, the 10 of Swords would be like a completion or an end, to maybe certain thought patterns about the future, and that makes sense. Dichotomy. 2 of Wands. Okay, so can you tell me more about that? Balance, striving for peace. Okay. Okay, so that's interesting. So, right, what's happening right now? Okay, if it's reversed, that usually means you have a lack of peace or balance to something that you're doing, maybe making rushed decisions. Okay. Okay, so what's happening right now in my life right now is that these cards are kind of making me think of is, you know, my last 6 months have been really tough, you know, and for me, for a lot of different reasons. Um, and there's been a lot of stress and things like that. And I actually had been finding myself being a lot more like angry, like, and kind of mean spirited and stuff like that. And I'm doing something about that right now, but maybe that's what this means, is those like hot emotions, you know. No, not emotions. Thoughts. Those angry thoughts and stuff. You know, maybe those are coming to an end. And Two of Wands. You said, okay, balance and striving for peace. Yeah, I feel like I'm always doing that, but a lot of times I make choices that are um, counterintuitive, you know, to that. So anyway, that's what's happening now. Does that sound about right, Ezra? What would you say this means? Okay, I don't want to do... Okay, so now this is the obstacles, okay, in the future. So a knight is like, I guess, a young active. Oh, thank you, Ezra. That's kind of about what I came to. Thank you. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is going to be like, okay, so Knight is a young action type. Do you have anything to add to that, Ezra? And Swords is thoughts, again, you know. And let's see. And the Four of Cups. So Cups is emotions, and Four is stability, structure, standstill. Not being hasty. So I don't know, you know, this is supposed to be an obstacle. So yeah, so that makes sense. Is I do jump back and forth between projects. That's a lot of the reason why you know, I make a lot of errors, you know. And okay, and I am working on that. You know, it has been a terrible obstacle, especially like to my business and all that. So let's see, Four of Cups. The word standstill kind of stuck out for me. And so yeah, so sometimes you know, my emotions are I don't know how to say it, but at any rate, so I'll just use these words, is that my emotions come to a standstill, I guess. Oh, okay, standing in my own way. This Four of Cups, being stagnant, maybe in self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, so that can definitely be. So then what I'm going to get out of this is that I should not be hasty, because you know, at times I stand in my own way, you know, when I just make quick decisions. And I'm really known for making like on the spot decisions, and they don't always work out, you know. It's like you know, buy now, pay later, and there's really a payment to make. So anyway, and this is the is it the probable outcome? Hold on, let me look. Oh, what is the likely outcome? Okay, so I'm going to do it the way Ezra said, but then I'm going to flip it back around. And so I've got the Five of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So the likely outcome, 5 means conflict, damages, the unknown, or loss. and cups is emotions. So that sucks. It sounds like I'm going to be having some emotions about, about some kind of loss that happens. And and I don't know what that would be. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I don't want that to be the likely outcome. It was reversed, right? But I'm not going to change the rules of the game now. Um, and then Seven of Swords, seven knowledge, solutions, and swords is thoughts and what I'm thinking. So, focusing on what you've lost rather than moving forward. God, that's terrible. I don't like that at all for my future. And also, let's see, knowledge and solution and thoughts. Let me think on this just a little bit. Knowledge and solution and thoughts. Maybe I'm going to think up some. Oh, really? Oh. Oh. Okay. Seven of Swords is a reminder to be loyal usually, or a warning that someone around you isn't loyal. Well, this is terrible. What kind of a future am I going to have anyway? But anyways, yeah, I'm not sure I like that, but the thing is that, you know, when I'm pulling cards or when I'm doing a reading or something like that, I'm trying to see what comes up in my mind, and I don't know the cards well enough, like Ezra does, but I'm trying to learn that, and that will probably help me for something to come to mind a lot quicker, because I'll just know what the card means or whatever. But for now, I don't want to say that this was a good reading. The first part was good. And so, anyway, I would say these are accurate. These I wouldn't know, but I don't like what it says. So, is that okay? Anyways, yeah, if you want to. Okay. Oh, it's all of it's good. Okay, so I'm probably gonna think about this for a little bit because, being doing a live stream and doing a reading at the same time is kind of hard for me. But if you guys have enjoyed this and you'd like to grab, a tarot journal of your own. Boy, everything's just falling out. Maybe I didn't need that there, huh? What I'm going to do is I am going to go over here and I'm going to write. I think what I'll do is I can draw the cards here or just list them out, and then my thoughts and how I feel. So there's those pages, and yeah, there's a lot of spaces to write down, and it looks like it's going to be a really fun journal. And so go grab it. And if you are in my Patreon, you will be getting an opportunity to get a coupon code or a promo codes and stuff. And it's a possibility there might be one for this. And yeah. And you can join my Patreon for free. You don't have to pay anything. You can just join it, and I'm giving out like little goodies. I have this thing called Goodie Alert over there. So even if you're a free member, you'll get the goodies, and you can have past access to all the other ones as well. So that way you guys can feel like this is a great place to be. And I don't know who that is, but Ezra, you can probably boot those people. But anyway, I think that's all I have. except I don't really remember if I talked about the Cricut SVG designing summit. That's actually started today. And so if you are on my email list, you should have gotten a few emails about it over the past week. And yeah, so you'll want to go join that. And what I did, my project was print and cut. Sorry about that, bad words. Print and cut from start to finish. So basically, what I did was I made shapes out of in Cricut Design Space, and then I print a page and then cut them out on that page. So it's a little bit different than regular print and cut. It doesn't have like the like those little things. I forget what they're called, but anyways, it's a little bit different than print and cut, and I think probably a little bit easier. So anyway, my day is the 20th, so go sign up before the 20th and go see that. Go grab the tarot journal for yourself, and we are going to be making a few little tweaks, and so don't worry, we'll update it, and we will let you guys know when it's updated. Okay, and that should be within just the next couple of days. So anyways, I really enjoyed this, putting this together and doing the reading, and I'm gonna work on this a little bit more, and I might maybe just make one of these once a month or something. That would be kind of fun. So anyway, that's all I have, and so remember that I'm here from 3 to 4 on Twitch every Wednesday Pacific time, and I'm also on YouTube from 2 to 3 Pacific time at Junk Journal Boss. I'm Junk Journal Boss everywhere, so that's the name of our business, and so yeah, we'd love to see you. Okay, so I am going to sign off. Thanks for coming. Bye.